Hello, everyone. Imagine a time when your skin color determined your rights, your opportunities, and even your safety. This was the reality for millions of Americans until the Civil Rights Movement changed the landscape of the United States. The Civil Rights Movement emerged in the mid 20th century, rooted in long history of racial discrimination and segregation in the United States, particularly in the South. Post World War II, returning African American veterans and the growing awareness of social injustices fueled the push for equality. According to historian Taylor Branch in his book, Parting the Waters America in the King Years, 1954 through 63, the movement was driven by both grassroots activism and national political pressures. Some of the key events of the civil rights movement are the Brown versus Board of Education, 1954. This landmark Supreme Court case declared state laws establishing separate public schools for black and white students unconstitutional. It set the stage for further desegregation efforts. Another key event would be the Montgomery bus boycott from 1955 to 1956. Sparked by Rosa Parks' refusal to give up her bus seat. This boycott lasted over a year and was a significant act of civil disobedience led by figures like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Lastly, the March on Washington, 1963. This massive rally brought together over 250,000 people advocating for jobs and freedom, culminating in Dr. King's iconic I Have a Dream speech. As noted by civil rights scholar David J. Garrow in his book, Bearing the Cross, Martin Luther King Jr., and the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, these events were instrumental in raising awareness and mobilizing public support. Some of the influential figures from the civil rights movement include Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who was a prominent leader who advocated for nonviolent resistance and played a crucial role in organizing marches and protests. Another influential leader would be Rosa Parks, often called the mother of the civil rights movement. Her act of defiance became a symbol of the struggle for racial equality. Also, Malcolm X, a contrasting figure who promoted Black nationalism and self defense, emphasizing the need for African Americans to take control of their rights. The National Museum of African American History and Culture highlights their diverse approaches and the impact they had on shaping the movement's narrative. The impact and legacy the civil rights movement had led to significant legislative changes, including the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965, which prohibited discrimination based on race and protected voting rights for African Americans. Its legacy continues to influence contemporary movements advocating for social justice and equality, reminding us that the fight for civil rights is ongoing. In the words of civil rights activist John Lewis, the vote is precious. It is the most powerful nonviolent tool we have. The civil rights movement was a pivotal period in American history that challenged systematic racism and sought to ensure equality for all citizens. Through key events and influential leaders, it reshaped the nation's laws and social fabric. As we reflect on this movement, let us remember that the pursuit of equality is a continuous journey that requires our active participation and commitment. Thank you.